justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! And we want justice, you say how? End the occupation now! And we want justice, you say how? Hands off Mahmoud now! Release Mahmoud Khalil now! Hands off our students now! And from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free! And from the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! And we will honor all our martyrs! All our children, sons and daughters! And we will honor all our martyrs! All our parents, mothers, fathers! We will free Palestine within our lifetime! And we will free Palestine within our lifetime! And we will free Palestine within our lifetime! And 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! And 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a racist state! And 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! And 5, 6, 7, 8! Open up the prison gates! And we will honor all our martyrs! All our children, sons and daughters! And we will honor all our martyrs! All our parents, mothers, fathers! And we want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! And we want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Yemen now!
Stop bombing Yemen now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
Release Mahmoud Khalil now!
We want justice, you say how? Release Mahmoud Khalil now! We want justice, you say how? Release Mahmoud Khalil now! We want justice, you say how? Release Mahmoud Khalil now! We want justice, you say how? Lift the siege on Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo right proud. Say it clear and say it loud. Gaza, you make us proud. 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 Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Palestine will never die. Palestine will never die. And we will free Palestine within our lifetime. We will free Palestine within our lifetime. We will free Palestine within our lifetime.
Woo! Hello, New York City. Repeat after me. We want justice. You say how? Stop bombing Gaza now. We want justice. You say how? Stop bombing Gaza now. Stop bombing Gaza now. Arms embargo 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 now. Hands off our people 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 now. Last night, the United States and Israel relaunched, resumed, reinitiated their brutal, horrific genocide on the Palestinian people of Gaza. Shame! Shame! Carrying out over 100 airstrikes and leaving more than 450 Palestinians martyred. This is genocide. This is genocide. This is a war crime. And we know that. We're here today to demonstrate that, to continue organizing against that, as we have for 16 months. They think they can keep us quiet. They think they can attack our leaders here. They think they can initiate these horrific shock and awe campaigns, and that we won't come to the streets, that we'll stay silent, that we'll get tired and stay home. Are they wrong? Are they wrong? Are they wrong? That's right. I'm going to now call up Ibtihal from the Palestinian Youth Movement to address us about this horrific aggression.
From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Free Gaza! Over 100 warplanes filled the skies of Gaza last night in an egregious, horrifying violation of the ceasefire.
are once again, as they have been for over a year and a half, choosing genocide. Every single part of Gaza, from Khan Yunis to Western Rafah, Al-Auda Hospital in Jabalia, Gaza City, Nusayrat, all were targeted at once. People awoke to the sounds of bombs, their buildings shaking and crumbling beneath them, and the massacres of their sleeping children. The U.S.-Israeli genocide in Gaza never really ended during the ceasefire. Trump and Netanyahu repeatedly refused to abide by the terms of the ceasefire, and they have refused to engage in negotiations in good faith. The people of Gaza were deliberately starved and denied medical treatment because of the ongoing illegal Israeli siege. Now, Israel is declaring all-out war, dropping U.S. bombs on the people of Gaza once again. The first martyrs in this depraved bombing were children. The first images to fill our screens, the first news we received was children and babies being the target of Israel's barbaric attack on the Palestinian people. Israel targeted people who were sleeping in the middle of the night. They targeted homes, hospitals, schools, and displacement shelters. They burned people alive in their tents. Many Palestinians in Gaza went to bed last night hungry and never woke up in the morning. Many children woke up orphans. Last night's U.S.-Israeli attack on Palestinian life is emblematic of the goals of the Zionist project in the region: to eliminate all revolutionary struggles, to occupy the land and murder the Palestinian people. Make no mistake, this is a U.S. project as much as it is an Israeli one. This genocidal war has been funded and orchestrated by the United States since day one. This is not an attack just on Gaza, but it is a joint U.S.-Israeli attack on all Palestinians and on all people who stand with Palestine. In the West Bank, Israel is moving forward with its plan of annexation, displacing tens of thousands. Israel launched strikes on Lebanon and on Syria. The U.S. airstrikes and threats on Yemen are intended as collective punishment against one of the few nations that have stood firm with the people of Gaza and the application of international law. And here, in the United States, the government is escalating its repression of those who stand against genocide. The United States and Israel are carrying out a shock and awe campaign on all fronts. Do you know what a shock and awe campaign is? It is a psychological tactic. It is meant to paralyze us, to break our resolve, and to scare us into inaction. And are we going to let that happen? No! Netanyahu and Trump will never be able to destroy our resolve and our commitment. They will never be able to remove the Palestinian people from their land. They will never be able to deter the masses of the world that have united around the necessity of a liberated Palestine. Comrades, we have work to do. Our next step has to be to implement a people's arms embargo. We have seen that a ceasefire without an arms embargo is just more genocide. Now is the time to take action. Now is the time for an arms embargo. Now is the time to pressure companies like Maersk to stop its shipments of military cargo to Israel. It is no exaggeration to say that right now the fate of the entire planet hangs in the balance. And comrades, I know we are up to the task. Are we up to the task? We will never abandon Gaza. We will never abandon Palestine. We have a future to fight for. We have people to organize, and we have a world to win. Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
An arms embargo, a people's embargo must continue to be a critical demand of our movement. Anything less than enacting this arms embargo spells continued genocide of the Palestinian people, of the people of the whole region, and of all people that stand in the way of the U.S. imperial project. Today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, in cities across the world, activists and organizers are taking action against Maersk in an international day of action against the shipping giant. This is the power of our movement. This is the power of a movement that also knows that now, under the Trump administration, we must connect with the immigrant rights struggle. We must connect with all of those being attacked by ICE and by this right-wing agenda. And we must build the organizations needed to lead that fight back. And with that said, I'll now call Lillian from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
We want justice, you say how? Stop bombing Gaza now! We want justice, you say how? Arms embargo now! We want justice, you say how? Free Mahmoud Khalil now! Stop bombing Gaza now! Arms embargo right now! Free Mahmoud Khalil now! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Comrades, this atrocity that feels somehow still unimaginable. The hundreds of people, almost half of them children, killed in less than 24 hours. We all understand that that crime is committed very much by this government than by Israel themselves. Is that right? Every bomb, every bullet, every bulldozer, every weapon that is in the hands of Israel turned against the Palestinian people, turned against Gaza, is paid for by our tax dollars. This government thinks that they can act with impunity, that they can do whatever they want, and that the people of this country will just lay down. Will we lay down? The people in power, the criminals, the bare-faced criminals want us to believe that it's Palestinians who walked away from the deal. Do we believe that? Every time they lie again and they bomb again, the mask slips away. The world is not going back to the world before this genocide. These atrocities are the desperate attacks of a losing project. And while they think that they can scare us by abducting our leaders, they think that they can scare us by acting as if legal status means nothing, as if they make all the rules, that we will lay down. Will we lay down? Has Mahmoud laid down? Has Palestine laid down? Has Gaza laid down? We will not lay down. If they think that they can act with impunity, that they can bomb with impunity, that they can defund life and fund only destruction with our money, we have to show them they cannot have impunity. We decide if they have impunity. They truly believe that they can do away with our rights, that they can do away with our social services, that they can gut our country, that they can do what they do all over the world, which is just make up whatever they want to do, and they can just steamroll. And it is up to us to say no. Otherwise, they will have impunity. And so we understand that we are here with people all over the world who are bravely standing up, and they will not accept this. And so we in the United States can never grow tired, can never look away. Is that right? The criminals in this country understand that it is only through brutality that they have a way forward, because the political cover is disappearing, and that is something that will never return, and that is an achievement of this movement. And as Ibtihal said, the shock and awe tactic is to demoralize the forces that stand in the way of them having total impunity over the world. And it will not work. When we say that Palestine will free us all, it is because Palestine has shown us that we can never surrender. And so we go forward, comrades, with not an inch of tiredness. We will never back down. It is free Palestine every day in these streets. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Thank you.
America and the Zionist movement and Israel are attacking our people in Gaza, are attacking our people in Gaza, and are attacking our people here, are attacking our movement here, are attacking students and labor leaders. Shame! One such labor leader will now address us, Grant, the president of UAW 2710.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Said free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Thank you, everybody. As the other speakers have said, I just want to point out, it's not a coincidence that in the week leading up to the resumption of the genocidal campaign against the Palestinian people, Trump decided to deport, to punish domestic dissent by kidnapping Mahmoud Khalil, former UAW member Mahmoud Khalil, my friend Mahmoud Khalil. And at this very moment, ICE and DHS are doing raids in our colleges, in our campuses across this country. I want to uplift the story of one of my members, Ranjani Srinivasan, who had her visa revoked. And what did Colombia do when the visa was revoked? Rather than helping this student, they automatically unenrolled them. They took away their health care. They took away their pay. Not only that, they sent an administrator to their home in order to say, hey, just making sure you know you're evicted. Shame. All of this, of course, pales to the horrors in Gaza, in comparison to the horrors in Gaza. But it's just to show you that we need to hold all of our institutions' feet to the flames in order to make sure they don't give in to Trump, whose only goal is to crush this movement. Now let me ask you, are you gonna let Trump crush this movement? Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna fight? Thank you very much.
We will continue the fight for Gaza, and we will continue the fight for Mahmoud Khalil, a Palestinian youth and a student leader. We will continue the fight for him just as he would want us to. Just now, Mahmoud has released a statement. I'm going to read 2 lines from that statement, and we'll carry those 2 lines with us through tonight and through the rest of our struggle until Palestine is free. Mahmoud from Louisiana writes, with January's ceasefire now broken, parents in Gaza are once again cradling two small shrouds, and families are forced to weigh starvation and displacement against bombs. It is our moral imperative. It is our moral imperative to persist in the struggle for their complete freedom. This is what Mahmoud has asked of us, and this is what we will do for Gaza, for Mahmoud, and for the Palestinian people. Next, another speaker from Nueri Karza.
With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying His message, and so, inshallah, sanctify His name and bring peace to the world. Amen. I don't have much to add to the sorrow, to the tears, what the world is witnessing in the Holy Land, in Gaza, in Palestine, and then in Yemen and Lebanon. We are witnessing a murder. We are witnessing genocide. And we are witnessing around the world the repercussions. People are being arrested for speaking up for the people that are cold-bloodedly being murdered. And why is that? Why is Mahmoud Khalid arrested? Because he's being accused of being against me, against Jewish people. That is not true. That is patently not true. He is pleading for the children that are lying on the streets of Gaza. He is pleading for God's creations. That's not anti-Semitism. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz. My father escaped with the Nazis, came to Hungary. My father-in-law, all of blessed memory, walked on the death march from Auschwitz. My cousin, I just heard, last evening I went to console the mourners of an aunt of mine who was almost 100 years. Her husband was in the death march. Steven Spielberg has her in tapes, and her husband, they have the tapes of them. This is a fact. He was dragging himself because he was starving to death, and the Germans were waiting for him to fall, and he said, I have a bullet here for you. He survived. My father-in-law survived, and the world, the free world said, we will protect you, and we will make a word called anti-Semitism, meaning that if somebody attacks a person for his religious belief, in this case Judaism, we will not allow that. That's unacceptable. And a bunch of people came along in the time before Hitler. They came along in Europe. People who lost God and didn't have God's morals, and they decided to make a nationalist movement, and for convenience they decided to make this in Palestine. And in order to stifle any dissent, they said, we are telling you we are Jews, and the ones who are opposing us is because they're anti-Semites. That is despicable. That is false. And I will not, and we will not relinquish our Jewish name and not the word anti-Semitism. We are pleading with you, President Trump. We are pleading with you, Congress. We are pleading with you, world leaders. We suffered enough. We suffered enough. Don't take that little identity of us and use Gaza! Free Gaza! Free Palestine! Thank you.
Free Gaza!
Judaism, yes! Zionism, no! The state of Israel must go!
Free Gaza! Free Palestine! We will continue our struggle until that is realized. We will continue our struggle until we achieve these goals. We know that this is inevitable. No one will take Gaza. Our history teaches us this. Previous struggles teach us this. Next up, Brian from the Answer Coalition.
Sisters and brothers, I think it's impossible for any of us not to have been seriously shocked and horrified and mortified when we saw that the Israeli regime, with the full blessing and support of the Trump White House, decided to begin the bombing once again against the people who have no way to defend against bombs and missiles. No way to defend against bombs and missiles. It's impossible unless you're one of the pro-genocidal lunatics like the ones across the street not to be entirely mortified by what we've seen. So I believe that right at this moment, people are somewhat in a state of shock. I know the people I talked to today could not believe that the Israelis have again begun this reign of terror against civilians. And yet, I think it's really important for us, since we're in this fight for the long haul, to have some historical perspective. During the Vietnam War, the United States dropped more bombs on Vietnam, a country the size of Minnesota, than were dropped by all the combatants in World War II. And they were convinced with this magnitude of violence, where 1,000 civilians a week for 4 years were being massacred by B-52 bombers, they were sure that the force, the magnitude of the violence would win the war for the United States. But the Vietnamese people, like the Palestinian people, in spite of the fact that they don't have anti-aircraft defenses, are so steadfast and so resilient and so unwilling to surrender that over time we will see that imperialism and Zionism right now in Gaza, like in Vietnam, like elsewhere, will be defeated and the people will win. It seems almost impossible, but the Palestinians will win because this war has another front. It's not simply in Gaza. It's in New York City. It's in London. It's in Paris. It's in all the cities of the people around the world. There are 8 billion people in the world. Most of them stand with Gaza and say no to Israel. 8 billion people. 8 billion people demand justice. What we have to do, each of us, if we're serious, is be steadfast enough, optimistic enough, courageous enough to say that we're going to keep organizing, because the 8 billion people only become a power when they are an organized people. We can do that. The narrative in the last 18 months here in the belly of the beast has shifted forever. Never again will the Israeli narrative succeed in dominating public opinion from this day on. And that's why Palestine, in spite of all odds, in spite of the violence, in spite of the horror, in spite of the terror, Palestine will win. Palestine will be free. Thank you.
Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
This is inevitable. We will not allow any American Israeli attempts to take us off this path. We will continue struggling. We will continue fighting as we have for the last 16 months. New Yorkers, representing every sector of society. And before our next statement, I want to take a brief moment to make an announcement. For those who are fasting Ramadan, we will have water and dates and other food for iftar, inshallah, going around when Maghrib happens. It will be distributed. Everybody who is fasting, be on the lookout for that. And I'll now call Sunny from Pal Aude.
We demand liberation and the Zionist occupation. We demand liberation and the Zionist occupation. The past weeks have seen a coordinated escalation against the Palestinian people amidst a ceasefire in which so-called Israel has already murdered 150 Palestinians in Gaza and displaced hundreds of thousands in their genocidal operation in the West Bank. For weeks, the entity has blocked tens of thousands of aid trucks from entering Gaza. The American imperialist machine has dropped bombs on Yemen for their steadfast solidarity with the people of Palestine. The entity has escalated its bombing campaign across southern Lebanon, behaving as they always have, with complete disregard for the ceasefires in place. And here in the imperialist core, in a drastic escalation and repression, the Departments of Homeland Security, under the directive from the Trump administration, detained or deported multiple students with no legal ground, starting with Mahmoud Khalil, simply for standing with Palestine. And these coordinated attacks culminated last night in the resumption of so-called Israel's all-out genocidal war in Gaza. In the middle of the night, these sadistic cowards massacred over 400 Palestinians in their sleep, including over 170 children. They are murdering Palestinians because their existence itself in their ancestral homeland is a direct affront to the imperialist colonial project of Zionism. But make no mistake, these crimes are not unique to Trump, but rather a continuation of what all American administrations, Democrat and Republican, have been inflicting on the Palestinian people for 77 years. Capitalism and imperialism are two sides of the same coin, and the corporate ruling class has bought and paid for both political parties. This is the ruling class responsible for tearing families apart with deportation, that funnels hundreds of millions to increasingly violent police departments, that sets our forests on fire, that slashes funding for Medicare, Social Security, and medical research. The same ruling class that loots money from our communities to fund the war machine dealing in the mass graves of our children. This is a system built on the exploitation of the masses and the blood of the innocent. So there can be no legitimate resistance
to this corporate agenda that forgets the people of Palestine and Yemen and Lebanon. The illusions of international law and the morality of the West are long dead. It is up to us to achieve justice. It starts with holding individuals like Netanyahu and Gallant and Trump and Biden to account, but also the corporations like Citibank, like Maersk, like Chevron, like Google, like Northrop, like Raytheon accountable for profiting off mass death.
That's right!
We must make sure that the ones responsible see us and hear us every single day, not just until the end of this genocide, but until every inch of Palestine is liberated from the river to the sea.
That's right. Every inch from the river to the sea. Free Gaza. Stop the genocide in Gaza. How will we achieve that? We will achieve that through an arms embargo, a people's arms embargo. We will achieve that from continuing to build the mass movement for Palestine throughout the entire world, throughout North America, and particularly here. We will build an international movement. To address us on that, then from the People's Forum.
All right, everyone, we're going to make a chant loud and clear. So if you can hear me in the back, let's all chant together. We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, we are here today because we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to stand up against the Trump administration, just like we stood up against the Biden administration that is currently executing a genocide against the Palestinian people. So I want to ask every single one of you, today, as we march through the streets, we are not just marching, we are not just protesting, but we are building a mass movement for Palestine. We need to talk to everyone in our lives. We need to talk to everyone on the street, to everyone in our workplaces. We need everyone to understand that what the White House is saying right now is actually a lie. The Palestinian people were committed to the ceasefire. It is the Trump administration, it is the Zionist regime with Netanyahu at the forefront that have ripped up the ceasefire with their own hands. It is the Trump administration that has insisted that they will only accept the full ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people. It is the Zionist regime that has said they will only accept more blood of the Palestinian people. But they keep on making the same mistake over and over again. Look around you and you will see that we are united with the Palestinian people. The people of New York City, the people of the United States, the people of Latin America, the people of Europe, the people of Africa, the people of Asia, all stand with the Palestinian people. Today, we are sending a clear message to the White House. We are sending a message to the world, and we are sending a message to our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Our message is that we are committed to the struggle for Palestinian liberation. Our message is that we will never abandon the Palestinian people. Our message is that repression will only backfire. We will come out stronger. So are you ready to march? I couldn't hear you. Are you ready to march? Today we are marching through New York City, and we are going to demonstrate to the world our unity, our commitment, and our confidence. So I'm asking all of you to help us keep the chants loud and clear, keep the spirits high, keep the march together, and we are going to deliver our message to the world. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
All right, everyone, you can just turn around and we're going to start marching that way. And we can continue the chanting. From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea.
got nothing better to do? Oh well, I don't care. Wall side. How can you be chosen Palestine?
There is
resumed their genocidal war on the Palestinian people of Gaza. We have marched through the streets. We have marched through the streets in our thousands. In our thousands. We have declared that despite 16 months of tireless organizing, we will never stop. So long as Palestine is not free, so long as there remains a genocide in Gaza, in the West Bank, in Syria, in the broader region, American and Israeli attacks, we will be organizing every single day. The United States and Israel think that they can attack our movement. They think that they can arrest, abduct, threaten to deport student leaders, Palestinian leaders like Mahmoud Khalil. They think that that will make us afraid. They think that that will make us stay home. They think that that will make us accept the horrific bombing campaigns on tents and hospitals all across the Gaza Strip. Are they wrong? Are they wrong? Are they wrong? This is how we will inevitably win. This is how we will fulfill our role from North America as the Palestine movement, as those on the right side of history. Now is the time, every single person who this is your first protest, whether it's the first time you've been in the streets, the 50th time, or if you haven't been around in a while, whatever it is, now is the time to recommit. This is what Mahmoud Khalil asks of us. Now is the time to realize that after 16 months we have been in this moment before. We have been in this moment before, but with one difference. We have learned inevitable, valuable skills. We have built connections. We have built networks. We have built organization. We have sharpened ourselves as thinkers, as strugglers for justice and for Palestinian liberation. We are going to continue this. We are going to continue this. Can everybody raise your hand if you will continue this? Raise your hand if you will continue this. So with that said, brothers and sisters, I want to hear it as loud as I can. One last chant before we close out the night. We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now!
Arms embargo now! We will continue this struggle. We will continue this struggle throughout the week, throughout the month, and throughout the year. We will be at the weekly organizing meeting at the People's Forum at 6:30 on Monday. I want to see everyone there. I want to see everyone there. 6:30 Monday nights at the People's Forum. Follow all of the organizations leading this movement. We will continue to be in the streets. Everybody, we're going to close now. Make sure you get home. Make sure you get rested. Make sure you get ready. We're going to pray as well. I was going to announce that now. We will pray right here, inshallah, over here for those who need to pray. Maghrib, we will do that now. Everybody get home safe. Have a good night. And I'll see you every day until Palestine is free. Thank you.